Once your hair starts behaving like this, you need to begin getting ready to give it a trim. Let's quickly blow dry my hair while I talk about some things I wish I knew sooner when it comes to DIY styling of natural hair. DIY means do it yourself, and DIY natural hair styling means you style your natural hair by yourself. You may have assistance for things like parting to help you get cleaner parts, but essentially you'll be doing majority of the work regardless of the hairstyle. Now, I've had a lot of experience doing my own hair by myself. The very first time I did my own hair was in 2016. We are currently in 2026, meaning I have been styling my own hair for 10 years. Also, I started styling hair as far back as 2008, 2009. I remember because we were in high school then and we didn't really have hairstylists. It was a boarding school, so we the students had to help each other out with braiding of hair, and that's how I got started in anything concerning hair. I'm giving a little background because when people see me do my hair by myself in all of these videos, they keep asking how I got around to knowing how to do it so well. I have had a lot of experience. So when it comes to DIY hairstyling, you don't just know how to do it out of nowhere. Like every other thing, it requires a lot of practice, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. When I first started, I used to have rough hair. I used to have lines or parts that were not straight. It wasn't as clean as now, but now I do my own hair pretty well, and I don't even necessarily need a mirror for some hairstyles because I know the layout of my head. Now, when it comes to DIY styling, one of the very first things I wish I knew when I first started doing my own hair is that you don't have to be perfect before you wear the hairstyle that you have done. When I used to do my hair in the past, if that hair didn't come out well, I wasn't able to wear it, and I will loosen a section and redo that section multiple times, even if it meant that I would spend so much more time doing my hair. If I was not satisfied, I just wouldn't wear the hair. And if after the first day or the first few hours of getting that hair done, the hair looked odd to me, you won't believe it, but I would loosen the hair and change the hairstyle if I felt like changing the hairstyle. Back then, I used to change my hair every single day because I was new to natural hair and I was still learning my hair and enjoying my hair. So any style that I saw that entered my eye, best believe I was going to try that hairstyle out. That was not entirely necessary, and the only reason why I am glad I did it that way, sorry guys, there are kids in the house, is because it helped me to get better at hairstyling for other people, and because of that I was able to improve my skills doing so many hairstyles. The second thing I wish I knew is that it is okay to take as long as you need to learn any hairstyle that is giving you a hard time. We have a lot of time and people learn at different paces. Now, I'm privileged to master things very quickly. I learn by observation, but there are people who don't learn by observation and they learn by doing things repeatedly, and so it takes them way longer to master something that would maybe take me less time. It's very, very okay to learn at your own pace. It's very okay to keep practicing until you get something done right. It doesn't mean that you are slow. It doesn't mean that you are less talented. And at the end of the day, what matters is that you understand how to do the thing and you are able to do it in the most efficient manner that is going to bring out the best results for you or for anybody else that you are trying to make the style for. And the next lesson, I wish I knew that it is very okay to skip difficult styles and stick with the styles that are simple. The only benefit of doing difficult styles is that you get better, but some styles take so much time. Some styles expend you. I'm going to use the example of braids. Whether it's box braids that are big or box braids that are small or box braids that are medium size, box braids or any kind of braids take a lot of time to do. You have to start by prepping your hair, then you have to prep the extensions, then you have to part your hair, and then you have to start getting the hairstyle done. And most of the times you will spend hours doing braids. Someone like me, I like my braids to be towards my butt and towards my knees, long braids. And I usually don't do big braids because my hair is natural. And if you do big braids, the hair tends to get rough fast. So I opt for smaller size braids that will last a little longer. I spend anywhere from 10 to 14 to 15 hours braiding my hair. And this does not include the time I'm going to spend prepping the extensions and prepping my own hair before I start braiding. So 9 times out of 10, it is completely okay to skip these hairstyles and stick with the ones that are simple so that you finish doing your hair and you move on to other things without being too exhausted. Now, I said that the benefit of doing these difficult styles is that you learn how to do it, which is also okay. So the only thing is you do these difficult styles once in a while instead of repeating them frequently. Try to outsource the hairstyle wherever you can, and then when it's time for you to learn, maybe you want to learn a new style of doing braids, you can now pick a day or two to get the braids done so that you learn. Let's quickly pause and get into my blow dry. I had to do a hairstyle really quickly, so I had to straighten my hair. This isn't the typical way that I blow dry my hair. As you can see here, I am taking off each braid, I'm blow drying, and then I'm twisting in preparation for my style. I didn't even use a heat protector, and initially I thought I was going to be able to do my hairstyle by simply loosening the braid and getting the style done, but then I realized that I had to have the hair straight in order for the hairstyle to come out looking good. And so I just quickly blow dried the hair, and I didn't do a lot of passes per section, just enough to get my hair straightened. Normally when I blow dry my hair, after finishing each section, I do rope twist to keep the hair straight for long enough for me to be ready to do the style. But all in all, when I'm blow drying my hair, and also when you want to blow dry your hair, I always advise that you take your time, you calm down, you try not to rush through the process so that you don't lose any hair instead of retaining length. At the end of this session, I'm going to show you how much hair I lost by the time I was done. And yeah, I always use the tension method when I blow dry, meaning I just hold out the section of hair as you see me doing here, and then I pass the blow dryer multiple times until the hair is straight enough for me. My hair was also dry here. I didn't apply any water because I had moisturized the hair a few days before now, and it didn't need any more moisture. I had also done a blow dry session about a week and a half before now, and I used heat protectant then. When I was doing this blow dry session, I smelled my hair to make sure that it wasn't smelling like it was burning. One of the ways you can tell whether you need a heat protectant, you should always use a heat protectant, is you will smell burning hair. Once you start to smell burning hair, please do your best, protect your hair so that you don't have hair that's dry and brittle. Let me drop one more lesson for you. When it comes to DIY hairstyling, one thing I wish I knew in the past is that I didn't have to squeeze everything that I had to do to my hair into one day. I used to prep my hair, that's do a wash day, moisturize, and then do a hairstyle all in the same day. And if you don't know, that is very tasking and it can be very draining because of the volume of work involved. What I do now, depending on the hairstyle, I use one day to wash, moisturize, and straighten my hair. Then I use the second day to do the protective style. And if the protective style is going to take a long time, I can even spill that into a third day. But I don't overwork myself trying to finish everything in one day anymore, just so that I can take proper care of my hair. And when I do the style as well, it comes out looking very, very neat. And that's it. I hope you found this lessons helpful. If you can relate, go ahead and comment below, and also you can leave any other lessons you have that will be helpful for others in the comment section. This is what my hair looks like now that I am done blow drying. I'm going to go ahead and do my hairstyle now, even though I didn't include it in the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video.